right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I stumbled across a video on the internet today that caught my attention. Clickbait was on point, so I figured why not check it out as a community, since our core community right now seems to be Germany. It is I Regret Moving to Germany. That is the name of the video that we're going to be checking out today. We're going to be looking at it and breaking it down and kind of seeing where this person's coming from. Everybody has different opinions and stuff. I've watched a lot of expat videos, as you guys know, and a lot of Deutsch meme videos. I also teach myself German, and I kind of just do my own thing. That's just kind of what we do here. But if you guys are new to the channel, welcome. Well, if you're returning viewers, welcome back. We post videos every single day, centered around just language learning, culture stuff, and a lot of music reactions from around the world and whatnot. So if that interests you, go ahead and smash that subscribe button, hit that like button, and let's go ahead and dive nose deep in this thing and see exactly what we're working with, guys. Let's go. Let's see what he has to say.
Hey guys, welcome to another video, and in this video I'm going to be telling you 5 such reasons why Germany may not be the right place for you. Now, I always talk about the pros of going to Germany. It's a great place to be, but at the same time, some people, and this is only for a particular group of people, why Germany may not be a great place to live. Now, I connected with some people who have been in Germany for over 10 years. I actually connected with 2 of these people, and they gave me their insights, and I want to bring those insights to you in this.
Well, this is actually good, because I mean, it's good to give both sides of the coin. I mean, I know, I understand, like, you know, when you look at videos and stuff like that, we typically try to find the best aspects of things, but I also think subconsciously we also try to look at all the cons as well, to see like if the choice we're going to make with a decision like moving somewhere, right, relocating, is going to be worth the effort. So this is going to be a pretty interesting video.
So 5 such points, let's go. Point number 1, if you expect to get by without learning the German language, you are going to have a very hard time.
Well, I don't mean to be defensive. First off, I'm glad I learned German because it allows me to understand so much. Second off, I think what I'm probably going to see in the comments is a lot of you guys are going to say, well, we also speak English here, so meh. I mean, it just depends on where you go. I feel like smaller areas in Germany. I have never been to Germany, by the way. I've never been to Germany. This is just purely off of what I've watched in expat videos, talking to you guys in Discord, and, you know, watched a lot of like just what I've watched, basically. That's it. So I probably don't even know what I'm talking about. But what I can say is I feel like you can get by. People get by all the time. In fact, a lot of my friends that are living in Germany right now can't speak a lick of German, and they fucking love it. They'll live there for the rest of their lives, you know? But I feel like your experience would be 10 times better if you took the time to learn the language. You know what I mean? Because, I don't know, like, you can connect with so many people on a different level, I feel like, if you just take the time to do that. But I'll let him talk because I jumped the gun for sure.
In Germany. So it may not be the right choice for you if you're not interested in learning German. Let me tell you why. As much as you may think, hey, look, I'm from the IT field, I may get a job, or, you know, if you're from non-IT field, by the way, getting a job is going to be even harder.
Oh,
right?
shit.
So even if you get a job, your co-workers, your relationships with other people outside the office as well.
True.
There's your social life. All of these things are going to be affected. 100%, I can guarantee you that. Okay. And let's say if you ever get to a point where you have to give out some official documentation, it may be for some, you know, purposes such as immigration, something like that, where you have to deal with the government. Well, chances are most of those documents are going to be in the German language as well. So that's also where it's going to take a toll on your life. So not only do you need to learn how to speak and listen to German, but you also need to know how to read and write in German, at least a little bit, right? So,
ooh, read and write in German, that is going to be a bit more difficult. So I can read pretty decent in German, but the writing part, it's just where to put the umlaut. I feel like I might have a slight problem with where to place the umlaut in certain words and whatnot. But I feel like that'll get better over time. I just need to keep learning. I'm in the very, very, very beginning of my language learning journey and stuff like that. So this is actually pretty interesting.
All of these things will contribute to your success in Germany. Let's move on to point number 2, and that is if you need the sugarcoat culture.
This is something that I feel like everybody in America needs to know, because oh my God, people love validation. People love validation. It's like, Does my hair look pretty? Do I sing very good? If you don't sing good, do not expect to have a sympathy card pulled out for you. They'll be like, whoa, 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 whoa. I don't know who told you you've been singing good, but that sounded terrible. Basically, brutal honesty is definitely a thing out here. But I also see that it almost seems like it's like a Uno reverse card too, because sometimes the brutal honesty winds up hurting some of the people within the country as well, you know, like from conversations I've had. I feel like it's not only affecting outsiders, it kind of affects people there as well. But two things come from it. A, you're able to see faster progress, but B, you're also able to see people avoiding getting outside opinions and stuff like that on things they probably should get opinions on, so they don't like set themselves up for failure. But I guess that is life.
Germany may not be for you. Let me tell you what the sugarcoat culture is. If you have been to places like the US, like maybe Italy, like Spain, in all of these places, people are usually trying to be very, very nice to you. If you go to maybe a cashier, they'll ask you about your day. They'll ask you how you're doing today. You know, all these small things that may not matter to a lot of people in other countries, but if you're from one of these countries or, you know, a similar country, it may matter to you. Or
when he mentioned all of that, now I understand why small talk isn't really appreciated too much in Germany, right? Because I know a lot of people, it's like, hey, like if you're gonna small talk with me, then you got to be a close friend, because I'm not really trying to just spark up a pointless conversation and waste my time, waste my breath. You know, one of the most common places you'll spark up a small talk sort of situation is what he said with cashiers, especially here. Just the other day, I went to the grocery store, and like I feel it is so embarrassing going to the grocery store. Just letting y'all know. Let's say you got to buy like whatever you got to buy, whatever food you got to buy, whatever. I eat pretty healthy, so I buy like, you know, chicken, rice, things of that nature. But every time I go up to the cashier, they always have something to say. And I understand. It's just the culture, but it's just like, ooh, what are you doing? Are you trying to lose weight? Like da-da-da. I'm like, I'm just trying to eat some good food, ma'am. But some days I'm not in the mood to talk, you know? And then like sparking up a conversation, especially like when I'm just trying to get in and out, it's just like, bleh. But that is life. Oh God, it's life.
Even when people are criticizing you from these countries, they will try to tell you like, look, we love what you're doing over here and we love this, we love that, but you know, maybe you could just work slightly on this thing, something like that. So this is how people from these countries would usually try to criticize you as well. You know, they'll try to sugarcoat everything for you.
Oh, yeah.
But in case of Germans, that may not always be the case. You'll see that most of them are just very, very straightforward. They're most direct, and you know, they'll just try to give it to you as it is.
But here's the thing. For all my people watching that are not from Germany, that aspire to go to Germany and stuff like that, from what I've learned, it's not disrespectful though. Like I feel like people think that the brutal truth is disrespect, and it's not. It's, you know how what they say, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. So if someone is like, hey, listen to my mixtape, does it sound good? I'm like, no, it's not good, but it could. You can improve. I mean, I wouldn't say stop doing music. I would just say keep doing it until until it gets better. Like I'm not gonna say don't ever do music again. This isn't your thing. I'll definitely say just, you know, keep going and improve maybe like your voice or something, or pick a better cadence, pick a better beat, something like that, something constructive. Because you know, there's a difference between talking shit and giving constructive criticism. And sometimes we don't really have time to give constructive criticism because it's like mainly a yes or no thing. So I get that too. But like I said, it's not meant to be offensive, because if that was the case, people would give you their unwarranted opinions on things, which would be probably more vicious than just telling the truth.
So you may get offended by it a little bit sometimes. So if these sort of things emotionally affect you a lot, Germany may not be the right place for you. Point number 3 is if you cannot deal with high taxes.
We just talked about this the other day. Taxes in Germany is up there, but the way it's broken down, it's actually used quite effectively. So I can't say that it's an ineffective system, because it's definitely very effective compared to how our taxes are divvied up here in the U.S. I can definitely say that it's very, very, very effective.
And let me tell you, high taxes, I mean, over here are usually 30 to 40%, not more than that, but 30 to 40%. Now I know some countries usually have, higher taxes as well when you combine them, but either way, that's pretty high tax, right? And the reason is that Germany is offering you a lot of good things. They have the world's best social security system. They have a universal healthcare system. They have a free education system. Now somebody's got to pay for all of these things, right? And that is where the taxes come in. So for me, what I think is Germany is a great place to be, and the taxes are essentially just the cost of affording that place, right?
Yes, exactly. I mean, something's got to give, right? I mean, it's great to have a great system and, awesome luxuries of, benefits that can ultimately help your livelihood. But it has to come at a price somewhere down the line. Yes, we don't get taxed as much here. In some regards, we do get taxed a lot, and sometimes we don't. But you can also see that the system we have in a lot of cases is not the most effective. If you look at the national debt, you'll see that we all literally crying and dying inside. So yeah, that's just a conversation for another time, but you get my drift, I'm pretty sure.
It's the cost of all of these things that you're getting, all of these advantages that you're getting. There's a lot of other advantages that I cannot even cover in this video, but taxes are pretty high in essence, and you are paying for something that you are getting in return that most countries do not offer you. So keep that in mind, but if you're not okay with paying high taxes, Germany may not be the right place for you. Point number 4, the customer is always right. If you're from one of the countries where people are always after the customer, they are doing whatever the customer wants.
I heard I heard about this, man, and that blew my mind actually. The customer is not always right in Germany. Y'all will tell somebody straight up to fuck off. Like, nah, get out of here, G. We're not dealing with you, bro. If you come here with that hot shenanigan mess, like, you can miss us with that. I bet you that's what he's gonna say. But if that's the case, because I have heard it, y'all wild, bro.
Once you've paid the money, so you want the service and you want it right now, well, Germany may not be the right place for you. Let's say you are at a bakery, you're having something you ate, and maybe later on you want the person to bring the check to you, that how much is your bill. Well, the person may just choose to step out for a smoke. It can happen like that. It doesn't mean that it always will happen, but in a German person's mind, that's not a bad thing. That's something that is completely okay, and you may have to wait 5-10 minutes just for that. So the customer is important, but it's not going to be like one of the countries where
customer is king. Like that's not going to be a thing. Customer is king is not a thing. It's just things are done very differently. Like I feel like in most places, like the customer's needs and wants are put above all of the staff members, just because the end goal is to get the customer's money. So the more comfortable the customer feels, the more likely they'll be able to fork over that money, and the more likely they'll recommend other customers to come to that establishment. Which in that case, like I bet you if like y'all dropped a Chick-fil-A in Germany and they had the customer standards that they have here, woo, they would sell some businesses out of house and home, no matter how like mean the customers are, Chick-fil-A, that's literal God tier service.
Hey, the customer is asking for it, give it to him, and give it to him right now. Okay? And point number 5, which is my last point in this video, is that cold and bleak weather depresses you. Because you will see, if you actually go ahead and you check on Google also, that the sun is not something that you will see every single day in Germany. In fact, it only appears an average of 120 days per year.
Yikes. Oh, God. Germany's starting to sound like England a little bit, bro.
So the rest of the days, you will not even see the sun. Okay, so it's gonna be mostly cold. Apart from that, the summers are fine, but it's gonna be cold otherwise. And
Jeez. I wonder. Yes. Well, winter is coming. Let me know in the comments down below around what time of year does it get brutally cold? Like where you could be like, these months is what you got to watch out for. I also heard global warming has affected when it does get cold in Germany. Like, I'll put it this way. Around what time of the year does it start hitting around like 15 degrees Celsius and lower? Like, let me know.
It's going to be gloomy. The temperatures can drop as low as 7-10 degrees Celsius at times, depending on where you are at, of course. But if you're not used to something like that, you can't really stay in a silent, cold environment and you get depressed. That's something that you should consider in advance, because that's something that you cannot really change about Germany. It's just based on the geographical location of the country, and really you can't really change the climate of that place, right? So if that's something that depresses you, you cannot deal with that, well, keep all of that in mind as well. So these are my 5 points that I want to talk to you about. If these points affect you a lot, Germany may not be the right fit for you.
This dude is on target, though. I feel like everything he said is on point. Like, it's very accurate. Like, you have to learn the language. I would say you have to learn the language. You don't have to, because obviously most people in Germany also speak English, or at least understand English. So a tip, though, a bonus tip for everybody that thinks that people in Germany don't speak English: do not talk shit. I'm letting y'all know, like, do not talk shit. Like, you know, some people like making fun of other cultures and shit like that when they travel to foreign countries. Do not do it. They understand English now. They understand English. Don't do it, bro. Do not do it. They can speak English. You can't speak German, because most people don't even try to speak German. But you know what I mean? Like, you have some ignorant tourists that'll travel and they'll start talking shit. They're like, oh, they probably don't even know da-da-da-da. And then everybody there understands what the fuck you're saying. They're like, what did he say? So, like, yeah, I get it. As far as these tips go, they're very accurate. And you guys let me know if there are any bonus tips that have never been covered before for, you know, moving to Germany and stuff like that. I feel like a lot of immigrants are actually moving to Germany, because a lot of the rules and culture shocks and regulations in their countries aren't as good and stuff like that. It's definitely changing some things. But yeah, you guys let me know what you think. I'm glad we were able to check this out together. As always, I will have videos uploaded every single day, and I'm gonna see you guys later. Bis später, Leute. Ich liebe euch. Ciao. Well, what a pleasure it is to see all of your beautiful faces at the end of this lovely video. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'm sure you know, as I've mentioned in the past, we do have a Discord that's linked in the description down below, and we would love to have you a part of the world's greatest community ever, Bray Gang. Yes, if you've made it to this point in the video, you're officially a part of the community. So go ahead, join the Discord server. Link is in the description down below. And we also have other social media as well, like Instagram, Twitter. We're live. We go live on Twitch quite often as well. So it would behoove you to, you know, go ahead and subscribe to the Twitch channel at twitch.tv/JamesBrayGang. Join the cause and be a part of the greatest, literally the greatest community ever. Okay, it's simple. Just go ahead and do those little things. We're trying to grow on all these little platforms and everything, and it really means a lot. Now, I know you guys stumbled up across the channel and you're like, what does this guy post? Like, what kind of content does he post? Reactions, vlogs, pretty much whatever comes to my mind. All right, it's random content. I don't know what I'm gonna be posting 10 years from now, but I do know that you can stick along for the journey, and it really means a lot. Now, for every single person that subscribes and follows all of the accounts that I have made, and all the links will be in the description down below, that's an automatic entry for any future giveaways I decide to have. I'll remind you when the giveaways take place, but you'll be surprised what I will be giving away, because you guys have supported me so much up to this point, and it's only right that I do the same thing back. Thank you guys so much for being amazing, and I will see you in the next video. Take care. Peace.